There are various hiking tips that we would recommend. Never hike alone. Hike with somebody. If you become hurt, then someone can go for help. We also suggest that you know the area that you're hiking in. If you don't, make sure you take a map. You might want to bring a compass in order to orientate yourself.
Generally speaking, most people hike. They hike to a destination and then they turn around and come back. And along the way, there may be forks in the road. And the trail looks completely different coming down than it does going up. So when they are at a fork in the road, they should turn around and look to see what it looks like. Make a mental note of a landmark so that when they come back and there's a fork in the road, they take the right path.
You never want to go without telling somebody where you're going. And you want to tell them when you expect to be back. And if you're not back, then what to do. So those things are really, really important to help us if you have a need for our services.
A lot of times the hiker who has a dog neglects to bring enough water for their dog. The dog needs as much water as they do. And I would suggest 3 liters of water for a day hike for a hiker, and an additional 3 liters of water for the dog. They get warm a lot quicker than we do. We can go out and we can shed a layer of clothes, adjust for the temperature. They cannot.
So when you're out hiking, there's some things that we like to have you take. I'm going to just show you some of the things I take when I go out for day hikes. It's just a small backpack. Some of the things that are crucial that you have is, number one, a good source of water. So this has a water bladder. Most day packs have these. So you definitely want to stay hydrated. I carry just a small little first aid pack. If I open this up, you would see I have just some gauze, some Band-Aids, some blistered material. Carry some little food, granola bars. I have some sunscreen. If I get some poison oak or in the poison oak area, I have some Techmu, which you can get at the local drugstore. I have extra batteries for a headlamp. Now typically you go hiking in the daylight, everything's fine, you anticipate being back at daylight, but sometimes you get delayed. So we suggest that you do have some type of light. So those are just some of the basic things that I carry. I also carry, as probably most people do, a cell phone. So you can use various apps on this to keep track of where you are. There's maps on there, there's a compass, and I also can use it if I need to call 911 in an emergency. Search and rescue is a free service here in Santa Barbara County. We do not charge people for the service. The last thing we want to do is have people delay calls for service because they think they're going to get billed. That might put them in greater danger and might put our rescuers in greater danger by waiting. So we encourage people, if they feel that they need help, to call 911 and we'll sort everything out and try to get to them the best way we can.
Thanks to our search and rescue team for being on call 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.